Okay, y'all saw some of today's skits. Anthony, why do you keep asking Piari and Rolanda whether you're corny or not? Dude, like I said, it has nothing to do with I hate the word corny. Because it's not just about men, it's also women that go through the same thing that you are going through when it comes to women. There are women that go through the same thing when it comes to men. And the fact that you keep bringing up Amber to Rolanda, I'm with Wayne. I believe Rolanda is still in love with Anthony, and I wish she would just tell him that. Just say you still in love with that man and go head on and just be with Anthony at the end of the day. Because you and Anthony didn't break up because of the fact of, y'all broke up because of the fact of the situation with him, like similar to what's going on with Shayla. You thought that there was another baby and come to find out that baby wasn't his. So that's why y'all broke up. So, Anthony, stop bringing up Amber to Rolanda, knowing that is a very difficult subject, because he forgets that Amber is the reason her and Mike broke up. So I think he needs to stop bringing her up and learn how to read a godforsaken room. Dude, that girl is still in love with you, and you keep bringing up Amber. Why do you keep on bringing Amber up to her? Like I said, just go ahead and get divorced. Why are you still trying? Like I said, you and Amber just need to go ahead and get back together and then figure out what you're going to do about Shayla. Go ahead and just do that. Because you keep bringing up Amber. Do you think that Shayla and Rolanda not going to eventually end up crossing paths? I'm just saying, you still have not introduced Shayla to all your people that's associated to you, because you know they're not going to like her because of what she did to Amber. Just like if Sonny and Amber were to have a conversation, she would find out the true extent of the situation. But because Sonny is team Shayla, she about to find out the same thing that Amber had to learn the hard way. Now, when it comes to Brody and his girlfriend, honey, you better listen to that man. That man is trying to say something. He's trying to say that Shayla's not exactly mentally stable. I think he's worried about, like I said, that secret probably centers around Shayla. But we about to find out. Because apparently, like I said, I think he's worried about the fact that Shayla may try to do something violent to her. Because he's saying, I don't think it's a good idea. Well, look, Brody, I think you need to be there. But I think that girl going to say something that's going to hit a nerve, and something bad is going to happen. Like I said, do I think Anthony and Amber may get back together? If what happens and this confrontation happens, maybe so. But I'm with Brody on this one. I think that she needs to wait until, the divorce papers. But I get what she's saying. She is going to be a part of his life. So I understand she wants to meet Shayla. But Shayla, like he said, is team Angeline. And she needs to be able to understand that. But I get it, though. I understand it, and I'm not really mad at it. But I just think that she needs to rethink this through, because Shayla ain't wrapped too tight. And she ain't. So I think she needs to wait until he feels comfortable enough for this. But we shall see how this plays out. So all I know is it's going to be interesting. Now, as for, I'm trying to think. Oh, on an off note, y'all be careful when you drink coffee. I had drunk some coffee, and now I'm trying to flush it out my system. Honey, I realize now I put 2 scoops in some coffee, and apparently it was way too strong. Even though it didn't look strong, it is. Be careful with caffeine, because caffeine will make you feel bad all up in here. So yeah, I'm gonna take some Tums or something to make me feel better. But I don't know if there's anything else that show up on the Country Wayne skits. Matter of fact, let me see if there's anything else. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, Sarah Oliver and DC. Sarah, just go ahead and get divorced and call it a day. There is no point of you trying to stay with DC. Now you see that you were no better than Erica, because what he's putting you through is the same thing as what he put Erica through when she lost her baby. So, honey, you ain't special at this point. And I just feel like that you need to go ahead on and get divorced and move on from DC, because you deserve so much better than what you got. Seriously. You deserve way, 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 way better. Because like I said, the fact that you're sitting up here and you're trying to make this work, girl, you can't make this work. Girl, just let it go and move on, because he's not your person. He's not your person at all. So if I were you, I would just move on from him and let him have what he wants. Let him be with somebody else, because it ain't worth what you're dealing with. Not at all. But this also shows that regardless of what women that black men end up with, it's the same situation. It is. They're no different with other race of women than they are with black women. And it's sad that other women think they're better because the fact of the color of their skin, but not understanding you're still dealing with a man that is damaged. You're still dealing with a man whose mother did not teach him how to be a man. You're dealing with a man that basically, essentially, is out here doing the same behavior, being with multiple women, and thinking that you're better because of the color of your skin. The color of your skin does not make you better when it comes to the treatment of a man. I don't care if you lower yourself. I don't care if you put a man in his place. That still don't mean that he's going to do right by you. It does not mean that he's going to stay with you. All it is for now, he's going to stay with you. But the minute you disappoint him, the minute you can't be the woman that he needs you to be, or give him what he wants, or not be his piece, as Anthony called it, all of a sudden, he's moving on. Like with Shayla. Shayla is no longer his piece. He's realizing now that Amber is the one that he should have stayed with, because Amber had herself together. Amber had her own business. Amber was doing her own thing. He has to primarily take care of Shayla and Kai. He's losing more money with Shayla than he is with Amber, because he didn't lose that $2 million because of her. He lost that $2 million because of Jay. So like I said, Sarah, you're not any better than any other woman that basically, essentially, is, you're no better. So I get it. I do. So at the end of the day, I'm glad they're showing that it doesn't matter what race that you are. You're no better than any other woman, regardless of your race. Look at everything he's putting her through. And like I said, the reason that DC treats Sarah the way he does, because he thinks because she's white that she's weaker. Unlike Erica, who basically let him have it. So like I said, she needs to just let him go and move on and let it be that. So I would just let it go if I was her. It ain't worth the headache of what she's dealing with. It ain't worth it. Especially now that she's about to get her nieces. It ain't worth that. So she needs to just move on and let it be pretty much that. And that's it on that. But this just shows, and I'm glad Wayne is showing different types of women, because it doesn't matter whether you're Melissa and Momo, or Flawless, or whether you're Amber, Brittany, whether you're Dom, whether you're J Diva. It don't matter. All women get treated the same. It don't matter. Whether you're stronger or whether you're weaker, it don't matter. You're still going to get treated the same way. If you're weaker, he going to run all over you. If you're stronger, he ain't going to be able to handle you. And there's no in between that. Either you're going to get a woman that's stronger, or you're going to get a woman that's weaker. And then every now and again, you might get a woman that might be in between. And that's even more scarier. A woman that's in between. A woman that you think is silent, but in all actuality can destroy you in your sleep. And you don't find that out till later. So yeah, I thank God Wayne and them are showing this, because this is something a lot of women need to pay attention to.